Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear sisters. Hope all of you are doing well. Today, inshallah, we'll be taking a new lesson, which is going to be the accent. The accent is the title of the lesson, and it means in Arabic النبر. And النبر, or the accent, means that you apply a pressure on the letter which make it more loud than the rest of the word's letter. And here, it is done in 5 specific cases. It's not done all the time for sure, but we apply it in some cases we need to use the accent with. The first case is with the double letter. If you're gonna stop on it, and this letter is not of the ghunna letters, it's not double noon, it's not double mim, and it's not of the qalqala letters like qutub jad. So we don't have another way to show that this is a double letter and while stopping. We don't have another way, so we use the accent. You know, with the double noon, double mim, we used to do the full gunna while stopping. With the qalqala letters, we used to do the greatest qalqala. But here, if it is not of the qalqala letters and it's not of the gunna letters, and we want to stop on a double letter now, so how can I show that this is a double letter? I'm showing this by applying the nabr or the accent. And the accent, as I told you, is we raise the voice on the letter we are stopping on. Like that, for example, the word fatal. Here, this word is ending with double lam, fatal. So I shouldn't just stop saying fatal. It's not enough to show that this lam is double, so I'm doing another thing, which is the accent. The accent here is done like by pressure, doing a pressure on the lam like that, and this pressure will result in a loudness in the lam sound like that. Fatal, fatal, fatal. So this way you see that the lam is having louder sound than the rest of the letters in the word. This is the first case we apply the accent with. The second case, if we have the double letter coming after the 6 counts mad, and we call this the compulsory mad. If you remember, the compulsory mad is like we have 6 counts mad and then followed by a double letter. In this case, also we have another problem, which is that we are usually losing our breath in the 6 counts mad. So the letter coming after the mad is gonna be not clear enough. So in this case, we need to apply the accent on the letter coming after the 6 counts mad. For example, the word al-dhalin, this is very common for sure, Surah Al-Fatiha, 6 counts mad on the alif and then followed by the lam. So this lam is not clear enough because we usually lose our breath on the 6 counts mad. So here we need to apply the accent on this lam to clarify it, like that. As if I'm shouting on the letter like that in order to show it. And this is the second case to apply the nabr with. So every 6 counts mad, if it is followed by double letter, so we directly apply the accent on the letter next to the 6 counts mad. The third case, while we should apply the nabr, is if there is hamza and we are stopping on this word. There is hamza at the end of the word, and we're gonna stop on this word, and it is preceded by mad. The same thing. Here we have mad and then followed by hamza. We usually, while stopping, are not clarifying the hamza, and this is a common problem and a common mistake we have. So, for example, if it is the word as-sama, here mad letter followed by hamza, we're gonna stop. So we usually, for sure, losing our breath with the mad, 4 counts mad, and when we reach the hamza, our breath is not enough to show the hamza. So it is very important to apply the nabr on the hamza in this case. For example, in the word as-sama, I want to stop on this word, so it's gonna be like that. As-sama. You see how I did a pressure on the hamza in order to clarify it at the end of the word. So this is the third case we should apply the nabr. The fourth case, and this one is very important to know, if we have a double waw and it is preceded by dhamma or preceded by fatha. Here, the double waw, if it's preceded by dhamma, so it will be close to applying a mad. You know, remember the mad before is like waw second preceded by dhamma, alif second preceded by fatha, ya second preceded by kasra. So here, if the double waw is preceded by dhamma, so here we expect to have a mistake, like the reciter may do a mad here while there is no mad. For example, the word quwwah, here the waw is doubled and it is preceded by dhamma. So waw preceded by dhamma, what do you think is going to happen? Maybe the reciter will apply a mad here, saying quwwah. So we will apply a mad on the first waw. So in order to avoid this, we are applying the nabr on this waw, saying quwwah, 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 like that. This way we are avoiding the formation of the mad on the first waw. So this is on the double waw if it is preceded by dhamma, and it is also on the double waw if it is preceded by fatha. Why? Because here it may form another type of mad, which is the mad lean. You remember mad lean? Waw second preceded by fatha, or ya second preceded by fatha. So also here we expect to find a mad on the waw, or like that will be for example, the word قوامين will be قوامين. So the reciter may do like a mad here on the first waw, and this is not acceptable. So for sure we need to apply the nabr on the first waw also in this case, saying قوامين. قوامين. So he pressed on the first waw in order to avoid the mad. The second case in this also is if it is double ya. Yes, the same problem. If it is double ya preceded by what? What do you expect? Kesra, yeah? And this will form what? Will form natural mad. For example, if it is the word sharqiyah, what do we have here? Sharqiyah is double ya, but it's preceded by kesra on the qaf. So here the reciter may do a mad on the first ya, saying sharqiyah, sharqi, because it is ya second preceded by kesra. So in order to avoid this, we apply nabr on the ya, saying sharqi. Like that. This way will avoid the formation of the natural mad. And also if it is a double ya and it's preceded by fatha, so we expect to have mad lean again. So in this case we have to apply the nabr. For example, the word sayyara, here the double ya is preceded by fatha, so the reciter may do a mad lean, saying sayyara. So in order to avoid this mad, we apply the nabr also on this double ya. Sayyara, sayyara. You got this? So on the double ya, the double waw, we have to care a lot if it is double waw preceded by fatha or dhamma. If it is double ya preceded by kesra or fatha, so in this case we have to apply the nabr on this double waw or double ya. The last case we have, which we need to apply the nabr, if it is the alif which shows the male double. Here we have it, for example, on the word وَقَالَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ. Here qala is having an alif at the end. It is not just lam, but there is an alif. And this alif shows two persons, not only one. We call a male double. Okay? So this alif is for sure needs to be clear. We need to clarify, because if it didn't show the alif now, it will be changing the meaning to just a male singular instead of male double. So in this case, there is a problem, which is that if there is a second letter coming after this alif, you remember the meeting between two second letters? Now we have the alif, which shows the male double, and it is followed by another second. So in this case, we'll be removing this alif in order to avoid the meeting between two second letters. So now we are in a problem. We remove the alif, which shows the male double. So what we're going to do in order to show that this word is showing male double, not male single or singular. So in this case, we're gonna do the nabr, but it will be on the letter before the alif, because we already removed the alif. For example, وَقَالَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ. It will, now we remove this alif at the end of قَالَ, so it will become وَقَالَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ. So here the lam, which is preceding the alif, will be having the nabr, and this nabr will be an indication that this alif was removed and it was showing the male double case. This is the last case we have for applying the nabr. Inshallah we'll be practicing on that together. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.